Hey, what's happening? YouTubers are back with a brand new unboxing video, and tonight's unboxing video is the newly released Marvel Legends Captain America 2-pack. We have Sam Wilson Captain America from the Falcon and Winter Soldier Disney Plus series, and then Captain America Steve Rogers from the movie Avengers Endgame. Now, I just got this recently in the mail from shopdisney.com. I believe it's still available on the website. I'll leave a link in the description below. But basically, this is just a reissued 2-pack of figures we have gotten in the past, but a little bit updated paint schemes and a few accessories we haven't gotten before. For example, that Sam Wilson Captain America head sculpt unmasked, and then the two fisted hands. But I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. This is going to be kind of a quick review just because we've gotten these figures before and they're essentially just repaints. So like always, we'll start with the packaging first. On the front of the packaging, you see the Falcon and Winter Soldier logo on the front. Underneath it, Captain America Sam Wilson. And then to the right, you see Avengers Endgame. Underneath that, Captain America Steve Rogers. And on the right side of the packaging, you see the image of Captain America Sam Wilson. And then on the left side of the packaging, you see Captain America Steve Rogers. And in the back of the packaging, you see both full image artworks of both Sam Wilson Captain America and Steve Rogers Captain America. And then here's a read-up on both of them. Feel free to pause it if you want to go ahead and read it. And on the top of the packaging, you see the image of Captain America's shield. All right, that's enough about the box art. Let's go ahead and get Captain America Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers out of the box. All right, here are the Captain America figures out of the box, and we're going to take a look at Steve Rogers' figure first. We're going to take a look at Steve Rogers' accessory first, and it wouldn't be a Captain America figure if he doesn't come with a shield. So here's a shield of Captain America, and here's the additional head sculpt that he comes with, an unmasked version of Steve Rogers. And just by looking at it at first glance, it's way better than the one that came out with the Worthy Captain America figure. All right, now let's take a look at the figure itself. And if you have the Worthy Cap figure that was a Walmart exclusive that came out 2019, or if you have the international version, the Best of Avengers Endgame wave, this is the exact same figure, just updated paint deco, and I gotta let you know, I don't like the brighter blue they went with for this outfit. The reason being is, I don't know if y'all remember, but there was a 6-inch line that came out right around the time Infinity War and Endgame came out. It's basically like a basic figure line, and the type of blue they used for that figure, it looks similar to this, so I'm instantly reminded of that figure. But yeah, I just don't like the updated paint deco. And speaking of paint deco, you can see it on the midsection there where the ab crunch is. It is a little bit of a messy application, but that's to be expected with a large line like Marvel Legends. There are going to be some QC issues, so it's not really a big deal to me. And here he is side by side with the 2019 Worthy Cap release. And in my opinion, the one on the right looks more accurate to what we saw in the movie, especially when you factor in that in the final Endgame battle scene, his suit was a darker tone than it was this brighter blue, but I understand what Hasbro is going for. I just prefer this color scheme better. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And even when comparing the head sculpts, I tend to think the one on the right, the facial attributes look more like Chris Evans than the one on the left. It just might be me, but I'm kind of bugging here. I think the one on the left looks more like a comic book version, whereas the one on the right looks more like Chris Evans. Let me know what you all think. Now, when looking at the unmasked head sculpts, the one on the left actually looks more like Chris Evans than the one on the right. The one on the right I've never really liked. I don't know what it was about this head sculpt. It just never looked like Chris Evans to me. He kind of looks like he's sick, to be honest with you. But the one on the left, they did a fantastic job updating the hair color as well and the paint applications. I think this one looks way more like Chris Evans than the one on the right. And I did want to do a head swap, and because it is essentially the same exact figure as Worthy Cap, that updated Chris Evans head sculpt does work on the Worthy Cap body. All right, now let's take a look at Sam Wilson's Captain America. And first accessory we're going to take a look at is his shield. So it's just like the Captain America Steve Rogers one, but you can notice there's like intricate patterns within the shield, like the silver lining right here. It's essentially the same shield that came with the single release for the Disney Plus series wave. Next, we're going to take a look at something that didn't come with the single release. It's an additional set of hands. They're both fisted hands. Next accessory we're going to take a look at is the back piece that clips onto the back of the Falcon figure, just like the single release one did. It doesn't come with the wings though. Just go and press it on and just clicks like that. And last accessory he comes with is the additional head sculpt of Sam Wilson, Captain America, unmasked. Now let's take a look at the figure itself. And much like the Steve Rogers Captain America figure, this is also just a redecoed, repainted version of the Sam Wilson Captain America that came out back in June of 2021. So the articulation is going to be the same. It has the same pinless technology, double jointed elbows and double jointed knees. Now there is some paint applications that are different than from the original release. And just for references, the one on the left is the one that came out with the Disney Plus series wave. It has Red Wing attached to him, but you can see the updated paint schemes. For example, in the torso, you can see the repainted re-release version has that silver lining right here. And also, his belt does have a little bit more paint details, as well as his legs. And then if we look on the lower half of the body, the paint application on the knees as well has that silver, whereas the old one didn't. And then if we look at the left side of the body, you can see the whites painted throughout his leg, whereas the original release it wasn't. And then if we look closely on the shoulders, there's also more attention to detail on that. You can see the star on the newer one. You can see that visibly because it's painted blue and silver, whereas the original release was just silver. So while this is essentially a re-release, the paint application is much more intricate and detailed than the original release. All right, now we're going to take a look at additional head sculpt, and it was one of the main reasons why I picked this figure up, or this 2-pack up, I should say. You know I'm a huge fan of Hasbro's photoreal and sometimes it's hit or misses. I think this is kind of like in between because I want to say the likeness is there to Anthony Mackie, just not 100%. Let me know in the comments below what you all think. And I do have the old Falcon figure that came with Bucky in the Infinity War 2-pack. I just want to see if this additional head sculpt will work on here. Just to compare, they are different pegs, so it might not fit on flush. Yeah, I was able to pop the head on there, but I should warn y'all, because they're not the same peg sizes, it is like tight when trying to rotate the head, and you don't want to keep it on this figure too long, just because from experience, when you do that, when you put it on the original body, it's going to feel looser when you peg it back on there. So you can do the head swap. It's just be a little warned that when you put it back on the original body, it could be a little bit looser. All right, I wanted to do one more head swap. I put him on the Nick Fury suited body from the Captain Marvel movie, and clearly it does not work. Now, it could work if you don't peg it all the way in and from certain perspectives, but yeah, I think this is definitely a no-go if you try to pop that head on there because it just looks like he has no neck. All right, now we're going to jump right into size comparisons. And first size comparison, here they are standing next to the original single-release counterparts. We have the Sam Wilson Captain America from the Disney Plus wave and the Worthy Cap Walmart exclusive. And next size comparison, here they are standing next to the Falcon from the Infinity War 2-pack with Winter Soldier, and then the Captain America from Avengers 1 and the Bro Thor Build-A-Figure wave. And next size comparison, here they are standing next to a couple other Captain America figures. We have the John F. Walker Captain America and the Captain Carter from the Disney Plus What If wave. And last size comparison, here they are standing next to the Marvel Legends Stan Lee. Alright, so my overall thoughts on this 2-pack is conflicting. On one hand, I'm glad it allows collectors, especially new ones, to get a chance to pick up a Steve Rogers Captain America from Avengers Endgame because the Worthy Cap that was a Walmart exclusive was going for ridiculous amounts on the aftermarket. I'm not a fan of the repaint, though. I think it looks too bright in my opinion. And the conflicted part of me is that we just got a Sam Wilson Captain America from Falcon and Winter Soldier within the last year. Like that came out with Disney Plus series wave back in June 2021. So it hasn't been a full calendar year, and they've already rendered that figure useless. And it's kind of frustrating because these are accessories they could have included with the original Sam Wilson Captain America figure, like the additional head sculpt and like the additional set of hands. However, if you're a collector and you haven't picked up these two yet individually, this is a great 2-pack to pick up. If you're a collector that already has both original versions, it's probably a pass, but for me, I picked it up just because y'all know I'm a huge fan of Hasbro's photoreal and the head sculpts they do. And I think they knocked it out of the park with the Steve Rogers one. The Sam Wilson one looks okay. It's not quite 100% to Anthony Mackie, but overall, I think they did a great job with this 2-pack. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and comments below, YouTubers. Will you be picking this up? And if you haven't already yet, it's still available on shopdisney.com. And like always, if you like what you see, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching. And now let's take a look at the figure itself. And God damn it.